Greetings everyone, Corky here, and this is the Peugeot 806, your run-of-the-mill van. Except this is, of course, not run-of-the-mill. It has a full livery on it, and a roll cage. I wonder what that's about. Yes, your suspicions are confirmed. This Peugeot is no ordinary Peugeot. It's a race car. And you might be asking, why the hell this exists as a mod for Assetto Corsa? What you should be asking, though, is how this ever existed in real life, because this car raced in real life at Spa. Or it tried to. It qualified 12th in the 1995 Spa 24, but it didn't get to race because of mechanical problems. And so I figured I'd take it to another endurance racing venue, that being the Nordschleife, to see how it gets on there. First impressions, it feels quite... is bouncy the word? Like it's kind of jiggling around. Very strange feeling thing to drive. But I mean, it's a race car. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's exactly got hella aero. So mostly just mechanical grip. And it is rough on the force feedback. Good lord. Yeah, this is a handful, alright. I don't think the suspension is too tight on this thing, so it kind of wobbles around a little. And it's also a van, so, you know, forgive it for being top-heavy a little bit. It doesn't drive too bad. I am really curious what lap times this is gonna put down. Oh, good lord. We've done a terrible thing at Flugplatz. That's not where you want to be facing. I tell you what, though. Could have been worse. I do think we are gonna restart the lap, though, for sure. This thing is just ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking in the 90s, but I'm liking it. Ooh, big oversteer there. It's a little unpredictable. It's a little funny to drive. Very, very shaky on the wheel, of course, but also just a little strange to begin with. It definitely handles a lot better because there's literally nothing in it apart from the front seats. Just a roll cage and the rest of the interior is stripped out. You know, that's not to say it's as nimble as a Formula 1 car, but frankly, for it being a van, I'm surprised it's not worse. Now, let's not screw up Flugplatz this time. We'll do a small lift, braking over the crest. And there you go. Still oversteering through there. It's a very Larry car through high-speed corners, because you just don't have the downforce. I do think we should do silly things like this in racing. I think the Nurburgring is actually the perfect place for this kind of vehicle. Like, we're getting a Renault Twingo next year at the Nurburgring, I believe, which I think is the greatest thing in the entire world. Like at the Nordschleife, we have the Dacia Logan and a Mini Cooper, and now we're gonna have the Twingo. I think this would fit right in, actually. I'll tell you what, though, it's not driving too bad. That was a great run through Vauxhall. That felt really good. The soft suspension kind of helps there, I feel. Ooh, big oversteer. Ooh, almost going off track. Yeah, this thing is scary through high-speed corners, which is a shame, because the Nordschleife is a lot of high and medium-speed corners. Trying not to die through here. This is one of very difficult corners. Oh my god, big oversteer, big oversteer. But it just kind of drifts through. It's a little bit predictable. Like, it's scary when you oversteer, don't get me wrong. It's pretty terrifying. But you can save it. Ridiculous that they turned this into a race car. I don't know what drugs they were doing back in the 1990s, but I'd like some of them. Coming up to Bravery Corner. It's a high-speed corner, so you know what that means. That means we have to brake nice and early as to not to disturb the Peugeot. Peugeot's come a long way with their racing cars. Now they've got a Le Mans entry and everything. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive repertoire of racing cars, but this doesn't mean this is worse. Lap time-wise, yeah, of course the hypercar is going to beat this any day. But there is something to be said about the charm of something really stupid, such as this car. Ooh, that was a bad carousel. That felt not good. But now it's time for the fun part of the Nordschleife. Here's Whipperman. Ooh, big oversteer. Good lord. Yeah, Whipperman's hard. Still managing to get one of the curbs, though, which is nice. But we have to be so careful over this crest, just missing the apex because I don't want to oversteer. I could feel the car was already unstable coming through there. It did not need any more steering angle. Flat through here. Now time for the bump. I'm gonna brake a little bit before the bump. Oh my god. Huge oversteer. Just managing to keep it on track. That was terrifying. The car just decided to lurch into one direction. And now you're supposed to keep this flat through this part, but I'm doing no such thing. Oh, even then it's getting unstable. Even then it's getting unstable. Hello, wall. Right, okay. We're just gonna keep going like nothing happened, but wow. You can tell this car just does not have the downforce. Ooh, big staff of oversteer coming onto the Dottinger. But there we go, almost at the end of the lap. I'm really scared for the final few corners. I know they're gonna be terrifying. They are uneven cars with downforce like GT3s, but it's even worse for a car like this. Under the Bilstein Bridge, welcome home indeed. We're going to start braking here, out of fear of my own life. Oh, that's worked out okay. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Now I might speak a little less. We're going to do our second lap, but first, let's find out what our lap time is. That's an 8-minute 12. What the hell? That's way better than I thought it was going to be. That's faster than some GT4 cars. Holy hell. I'm mainly just shutting up and locking in now. I am so scared of Fluplatz. Tell you what though, that wasn't too bad. Whoa, the oversteer though at high speed. Taking a bunch of curb coming to Foxhole. Good lord. Could not do that in real life because the curb is higher now. That's a purple sector 1. Love to see it. Ooh, big oversteer there. Terrifying. Just took too much curb. I shouldn't have taken any curb, but didn't mean to. Bravery corner now. There you go. Get a better carousel, please. Please, there we go. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. And that's a full purple sector 2. Whipperman now. Little less Larry than it was last time, which is nice. Let's take this curb. There we go, that's what you like to see. Let's turn in nice and early for this. And actually hit the apex this time. And now it's time for the scary parts. This almost made us crash last time. Had to take it a little safer. Maybe not the ideal way to go through there, but I just want to survive. There's so much lifting through there. The bumps just throw this car around too much, and so it ends up chucking you towards the curbs, and you have to just try not to die. Time for the final corner before the Dottinger. Hey, there we go. We're looking real nice and quick. I do wonder if we'll be able to get below the 8-minute mark. Let's see, come on. I believe in us. Time for the scary bit. Trying to remain nice and brave. There we go. Took that about as well as I could manage. And there we go, a 7-minute 53. That is just ridiculous. And that's the answer to your question. How fast can a van lap the Nordschleife? Well, if you got the interior, put better brakes and suspension and tires on it, the answer is 7 minutes 53. I don't think a normal Peugeot could do that kind of time, but, you know, this is still very impressive. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Corky, out.